share Growing Up Blaxican.
Hey guys, it's Ruby with growinguplaxican.com, and I'm here today with my amiga Sonia. Hi Sonia.
Hi.
And we are talking Mixed Heritage Week. As you know, March 2nd through the 5th is Mixed Heritage Week here on GUB. Yay! And I am currently at a conference, and I met up with Sonia and I asked her to come on over and answer a few questions for us. So Sonia, do you want to tell our readers a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, first of all. It's so great to meet you finally. Growing up, I think it's really important for me because I am mixed. My dad's black, my mom's Mexican. I was born in Puerto Rico, but raised in Hawaii before coming here to California and meeting my husband, who is Korean.
Wow.
So I get to share not only my mixed heritage, but I get to learn about my children's. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. Now Sonia is here in Southern California, and she actually has two very exciting things that she is a part of. Two, right?
Yeah, well,
many. She wears many hats, but these two are very important and dear to my heart as well.
Yes.
So do you want to share a little bit about MASK?
Perfect. So MASK is here in Southern California. It actually stands for Multiracial Americans of Southern California. And so what we do, I am vice president of the organization. It's a nonprofit. And we are advocates for the multiracial community. I mean specifically for Southern California, but if you're outside of Southern California, we would love to help you. Just drop us an email and we're here to help. So what we do as with MASK is we either have parent seminars, we teach at a high school not that far from here where we are.
Wow.
And we teach a class on multi-ethnic studies.
Wow.
So we are doing some really great stuff here, and we're always looking for more members, and we're an email away.
Awesome. She also has a clothing line. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
I do, and I really appreciate that. I was an RN for 15 years, and one of the things as a stress reliever that I would do is I would sew clothes for my little ones. And what the fabrics that I would choose, I would make sure that they had pieces of cultura, or they had a print from Africa, or they had something that had to do with some culture, some ethnicity, something, so that I could kind of learn about the fabric as well as turn it into this great either romper, shirt, shorts, dress, anything. And so what I found was I was learning and teaching through the clothes. So the clothes were like my vehicle to teach. When I was kind of doing part-time making clothes, part-time nursing, my husband was like, "What are you doing?" So I decided to stop with being an RN and take a leap of faith, and I started my clothing line, Mixed Up Clothing.
I love it. And that's how I found Sonia the first time. I found the Twitter handle Mixed Up Clothing. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this?
Yeah.
It was awesome. And it's not only clothing for little girls, because I know you have beautiful, beautiful dresses, but you also have shirts that boys can wear, right?
Right, absolutely. I have 4 kids. So I have 2 boys, 2 girls, so I can't leave out my boys.
That's right.
So we do girls and boys, and we just started new for 2015. This collection has some pairings, sibling kind of coordinated pieces.
Awesome.
And family pieces. So dad could kind of match with son or his daughter. Mom could match with her boy or her daughter. So it's fun.
It is.
It's fun. It's kind of taking me back to 1988 when we used to boyfriend girlfriends used to kind of wear the same dresses or same outfits.
Sadie Hawkins type.
That's right. That's right. So we're bringing it back.
And now to talk about Mixed Heritage Week.
Yes.
So I have 3 questions for you.
Okay.
And the first one is, what does mixed heritage mean to you?
So for me, mixed heritage means, again, taking whatever your background is, and again, for me, it's being Latina, and it's having the African American background. So for me, it's that as my mix, and for my children, add Korean to that, and so it's just kind of celebrating who you are. So that's what I love that you're doing this, and I think it's great.
Thank you. And why do you think it's important for us as parents to celebrate something like Mixed Heritage Week? Because I mean, this is fairly new.
Yes.
UC Davis started it, or that's where I found it. And I want to bring it to the online, so to bring awareness. But why do you think it's important?
Because we're here. Do you know we were one of the fastest growing populations? The mixed heritage is one of the fastest growing populations. So we want to get it out. So we don't want to keep it just in the colleges. We want to make sure that everybody is aware that folks like that are in the mixed heritage community, that they know we're all here, and that we bring awareness and education to others. So I think it's really important to share that.
I agree. I think it's important for our kids to know it exists and that there's a community for them. And now as a parent, what is a tip that you can give other parents about teaching kids about heritage?
Sure. One of the tips I love you doing is books. I love reading books. So there's a whole community out there that's called We Support Diverse Books. And so one of the things that I like to do is I like to make sure that I get a book that has maybe faces or characters that look like them. And so I not only buy one for my kiddo, I also buy another one so that I could put it in the library in their classroom. You know, it's one thing to have, you know, where you're reading, but it's so much better to have maybe it in where more kids have access to it. So they're like, okay, I see that. Yes, it exists. So reading books, going on outings with your kids, find a museum that, you know, maybe a Japanese American museum like we have downtown, or there's an African American museum. Take them to a museum. Music is wonderful. Look at your local events, pick up a cultural event and show them. I don't know everything about other cultures, but I do know how to look it up, and tell my kids all the time, I don't know all the answers, but I can sure look it up and we can learn together. And that's my biggest tip. Know that it's okay. Just keep learning.
I love it. That is so important. And that brings up exactly what I think mixed heritage is. It's about creating a positive identity for our kids, for our families, and exposing them to not only cultures that we may have with each other, but that are all over our world. So yes. Thank you so much, Sonia, for being here.
Thank you.
And for celebrating Mixed Heritage Week with us. We look forward to sharing more on the blog, so head on over to growinguplexicon.com and make sure you check out Sonia's mixed up clothing. So links are down below and on the blog. Till next time, you guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks, Ruby.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.